Hear that banjo strumming down in the hills. That's the sound of a truly wild stroke of luck, the gusher of black gold that would forever alter the lives of Jed Clampett and his kin. But the Beverly Hillbillies, which struck comedic oil in 1962, was far more than just a simple tale of riches to rags, or rather, riches in a mansion. It was a masterclass in cultural collision, a deceptively profound comedy of manners that brilliantly exposed the absurdities of sophistication through the inflappable honesty of rural innocence. This wasn't merely a sitcom. It was a societal mirror, reflecting the hilarious truths of human nature when pure and varnished common sense collides with the bewildering world of high society, proving that sometimes the richest treasure isn't found in a bank vault, but in an unwavering heart. It became an instant phenomenon, captivating audiences with its unique blend of fish-out-of-water humor, masterful comedic performances, and a subtle satirical bite that endured for nearly a decade on television. The very engine of the Beverly Hillbillies' enduring humor was this exquisite, relentless culture clash. The premise was deceptively simple. Jed Clampett, a widowed mountaineer, accidentally discovers oil on his land in the Ozarks, instantly becoming a multimillionaire. Advised by his cousin, Baer Bodine, to move to a place where his vast fortune could be properly managed. The Clampetts famously loaded up their cement pond swimming pool and packed up their critters farm animals to move to the ultra-sophisticated, utterly bewildering world of Beverly Hills, California. From the moment they rolled their jalopy through the gates of their opulent mansion, the humor was immediate and constant. The Clampetts, with their unvarnished honesty, literal interpretations of urban concepts, and unwavering adherence to backwoods traditions, became unwitting satirists of Beverly Hills' most cherished absurdities. A fancy eaten iron for a fork, rheumatism all for a hot tub, a possum hunt in the city park, these weren't just funny lines. They were comedic scalpels, deftly peeling back the layers of societal pretense. The show didn't mock the Clampetts, it celebrated their authenticity, often positioning their backward logic as far more sensible and grounded than the convoluted schemes and materialistic obsessions of the city folk. The humor derived from the urban elite's desperate, often condescending, attempts to civilize the Clampetts, only to be repeatedly baffled and outmaneuvered by their genuine simplicity and unwavering moral compass. At the quiet and flappable heart of this comedic tempest stood Jed Clampett, portrayed with understated brilliance by the incomparable Buddy Ebsen. Jed was the calm eye of the storm, the benevolent patriarch whose unwavering common sense and folksy wisdom cut through the thickest layers of urban pretension. He wasn't naive, he was simply uncorrupted by the city's ways, possessing an inner dignity that shone brighter than any diamond. His quiet demeanor and genuine kindness made him the moral compass of the show, a steady anchor amidst the chaotic antics of his family and the baffling machinations of their city neighbors. Ebsen's portrayal was a masterclass in reacting to his subtle expressions, his thoughtful pauses before delivering a perfectly logical, yet utterly absurd, piece of hillbilly wisdom, or comedic gold. Yet's wealth never changed him, it merely highlighted the absurdity of those who worshipped it, making him the most truly rich character on the show, wealthy in spirit and integrity. His presence ensured that despite the wild comedy, there was always a grounded, relatable core. No character embodied the spirit of the Ozarks with more fiery zest than Granny, Elly May's grandmother, and Yet's cousin. Played with explosive energy by Irene Ryan, Granny was the fiercely protective matriarch, a walking compendium of old-world remedies, homespun wisdom, and an unshakable disdain for anything city-fied. Her pursuit of victuals, food, often game hunted in their backyard, and her relentless attempts to marry off Elly May were constant sources of humor. Ryan's performance was a tour de force of physical comedy, sharp wit, and a booming, distinct voice that could command any scene. She was the perfect comedic foil to Yet's calm, often providing the explosive reaction to the latest Beverly Hills absurdity. Her determination to keep her family grounded, even as they lived in unparalleled luxury, underscored the show's core theme of unwavering identity. Granny was a force of nature, a tiny powerhouse of comedic energy and unwavering loyalty, beloved for her grit and her unforgettable pronouncements. The radiant and uniquely innocent Elly May Clampett, Yet's daughter, was brought to life by the charming Donna Douglas. Elly May was the uninhibited, nature-loving beauty, a creature of pure, and filtered kindness who preferred the company of her beloved critters, various wild animals, to socialite gatherings. Her innate strength, surprising physical prowess, and her complete innocence regarding social norms were constant sources of gentle humor. Douglas portrayed Elly May with an endearing blend of sweetness and raw and tame spirit, never once allowing the character to seem anything less than genuinely good-hearted. Elly May's inability to comprehend the complexities of city etiquette, coupled with her natural beauty, often led to hilarious misunderstandings with suitors and city slickers alike, showcasing the show's gentle satire of conventional expectations versus genuine character. She was a breath of fresh air, a symbol of untouched purity in a world obsessed with artifice. Rounding out the core family was Jethro Bodine, yet dim-witted but well-meaning nephew. Brilliantly portrayed by Baer Jr., Jethro was a comedic goldmine, his endless career aspirations from a double-knot spy to a brain surgeon, and even a census taker who counted people by sight, providing a constant stream of ludicrous situations. His attempts to understand and participate in city life, always with earnest but utterly misguided logic, were pure comedic genius. Baer Jr. committed fully to Jethro's lovable idiocy, his wide-eyed confusion, and physical comedy, making him an undeniable audience favorite. Jethro's antics often served to further highlight the absurdity of the sophisticated world, as his simple, often literal, understanding exposed the convoluted nature of urban professions and social customs. His character was a testament to the show's ability to extract boundless humor from fundamental misunderstandings. The interplay among these distinct personalities formed a perfect comedic tapestry. Their collective innocence, combined with their unwavering commitment to their unique way of life, created a continuous source of humor that felt both universal and deeply specific. If you're captivated by shows that prove true comedy can be found in the clash of worlds, and that simple honesty can outshine any sophistication, then you're truly among our kinfolk. We love diving into the unique charm of shows where every character, from the wise patriarch to the well-meaning goofball, adds a distinct flavor to the comedic stew. Don't be a stranger, hit that subscribe button and join our ongoing quest to explore the legendary series that embraced their distinct voices. The comedic brilliance of the Beverly Hillbillies was further amplified by its ingenious supporting cast, primarily the Clampetts' Beverly Hills neighbors and their banker, Mr. Drysdale Raymond Bailey. The Clampetts' avaricious, exasperated, and utterly flustered banker was a magnificent straight man. His desperate attempts to keep the Clampetts' vast fortune in his bank, while simultaneously trying to civilize them and failing spectacularly, provided endless comedic scenarios. His snobbery and greed were constantly thwarted by the Clampetts' disarming simplicity, making him a figure of frustrated absurdity. Alongside him was his prim, intellectual, and secretly smitten secretary, Miss Jane Hathaway Nancy Culp. Miss Jane's unrequited crush on Jethro, her attempts to educate the Clampetts, and her often flustered, high-strung demeanor provided a delightful counterpoint to the family's calm chaos. Culp's nuanced performance, combining intellectualism with a yearning for acceptance, made Miss Jane a beloved character, a quirky bridge between the two colliding worlds. Their reactions to the Clampetts' antics were as integral to the humor as the Clampetts' actions themselves. Beyond the laughter, the Beverly Hillbillies offered a surprisingly sharp satire of wealth, snobbery, and urban pretense. The Clampetts, despite their unimaginable wealth, never lost their values, their humility, or their connection to the land. They remained stubbornly true to themselves, completely immune to the materialism and superficiality of Beverly Hills high society. This steadfast authenticity created a powerful contrast with the show's portrayal of the city's elite, who were often depicted as superficial, pretentious, and driven by avarice. The humor often stemmed from the absurdity of the rich desperately trying to understand or fleece the simple, honest hillbillies, only to find their convoluted schemes undermined by pure, unadulterated common sense. The show, subtly yet effectively, critiqued the shallowness of a society obsessed with appearances and money, celebrating instead the enduring power of genuine character, loyalty, and community. It suggested that true richness lay not in a bank account, but in an unwavering moral compass and the bonds of family. The show's distinctive humor and running gags became legendary. The reliance on literal interpretations, miscommunications, and the juxtaposition of rural logic with urban conventions created a uniquely American brand of comedy. Granny's questionable rheumatism or remedies for any ailment, Jethro's ever-changing, utterly unrealistic career aspirations, and the constant misunderstandings between the Clampetts and their city neighbors were beloved, recurring comedic beats. The iconic theme song, The Ballad of Jed Clampett, performed by Flat and Scruggs, not only set the tone but immediately established the show's folksy charm and its narrative premise. The narration, delivered by producer Paul Henning, added another layer of witty commentary, guiding viewers through the Clampetts' perplexing adventures. The gentle, no malicious nature of the comedy ensured that while audiences laughed at the situations, they were always laughing with and admiring the Clampetts themselves. The cultural impact and incredible longevity of the Beverly Hillbillies are undeniable. It was an immediate sensation, topping the ratings in its first season and remaining a ratings powerhouse for much of its impressive 9-season run 1960 to 1971. Its unprecedented popularity led to an entire subgenre of rural comedies in the 1960s, including Petticoat Junction and Green Acres, cementing its influence on television programming. Even after its initial network run, the show found enduring success in syndication, continuing to charm new generations of viewers with its timeless humor. It became a quintessential example of 1960s and 70s American sitcoms, a beloved fixture in millions of homes. Despite some critical dismissals for its perceived simplicity, the Beverly Hillbillies was, in fact, a remarkably sophisticated comedic machine. One that used its fish-out-of-water premise to deliver sharp social satire wrapped in a warm, folksy package. Its enduring legacy lies in its ability to consistently find profound humor in the clash of cultures and to celebrate the unwavering honesty of the human spirit. As we pack up our cement pond and say goodbye to the mansion, it's clear that the Beverly Hillbillies was far more than just a simple sitcom. It was a brilliant, enduring comedy of manners, a cultural touchstone that found endless humor in the collision of worlds, and a timeless testament to the richness of unpretentious character. Its legacy is not just in its laughter, but in its subtle wisdom and its unwavering celebration of authenticity. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the unique charm and comedic genius of the Beverly Hillbillies, remember that the hills of classic television hold countless other treasures waiting to be discovered. We love exploring these iconic series that shape TV history and continue to bring joy. Don't be a stranger, join our kinfolk of classic TV fans by hitting that subscribe button, ready to uncover more timeless tales. Now, come on over. What are your fondest memories of the Beverly Hillbillies? Which Clampett family member was your absolute favorite, and why? What do you believe is the show's most insightful moment of culture clash? Share your thoughts, favorite sayings, and vittles in the comments section below. Let's discuss why this classic still makes us chuckle.